I am intentionally a very private person, but I thought we could do a little bit of a makeup get ready with me while I tell you a little bit about myself. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit. I am 22 years old. I was born in September 2001. I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which I've never used before. Ooh, give me a little Oompa Loompa. I've been doing this influencing stuff for about 8 years. I started when I was 14. I was a freshman in high school. My first account that I launched was Makeup Woman of Color on Twitter. The goal of the platform was basically to provide information and inspiration for girls that look like me. Once I saw its potential, I decided to give it my all. Of course, I was still in high school, but after school, I was working at like a full-time job, honey. Maybe by the time I was 14 or 15, I had decided that I was just not going to go to college. And I also wanted to graduate high school early, and I wanted to attend BOCES, which in New York is basically like half the day you go to regular school, half the day you go to a trade school. So I specifically wanted to go for cosmetology, right? Because I also was a freelance makeup artist. I have a makeup platform. Duh. I felt like if I went to college, I'd be working backwards, where I have a career and then going to school. That don't make no sense. My principal, she was basically like, yeah, that's not happening. I had good grades. I also, had the successful influencer stuff, whatever you want to call it, going on. So she was like, yeah, that's not happening. Like, you're going to go to Ivy League school, period. Like, that's just what it's going to be. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that. And she was like, too bad. She was like, no, trade schools are for like basically people that aren't going to go anywhere in life. And, that is beneath you, which I think is such an insane thing to say. Well, my mom and I were like, well, so what happened if you basically went behind your back and did it anyway? She said, I would not support it, AKA try it. I was like, all right, well, can we at least compromise and let me graduate early? So she was like reluctantly like, okay, fine. I think you're making a huge mistake, but whatever. I graduated high school at 16 years old. For the entirety of my last year of high school, I was basically harassed and bullied by my principal because she was just a hater. Every time I would see her in the hallway, she basically would just say really mean things to me or about me and my decision. I knew I wanted to do something like post-graduation, so I decided to go aesthetic school. I live in New York. I've been born and raised in New York. I don't really see me leaving anytime soon, personally. Where I'm gonna go? Right. I am Black and Puerto Rican. Shout out to my Boricuas, period. I have a little girl. She is gonna be 3 years old in August. She's very energetic. She loves people. But she's also a diva. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna show y'all. This is my child. This is Nella. She is a toy poodle. She is bad. I've always been creative my whole life. Like, if you wanted to buy me a gift, get me a Michael's gift card. I will tear that place up. One thing about me, I'm really gonna try to perfect my craft. So when I was like learning how to do makeup, literally every single day after school, I was practicing my makeup. And this is like 2016 and 2017 makeups. Makeup is way easier to do today than it was back then, okay? You need to learn how to do highlight, contour, cut crease. Like, every day I was trying to practice my cut crease. One thing to know about me, that this influencer stuff, as much as I do enjoy my job, it is a job. It is not my life. It's very much clock in and clock out, 9 to 5, here to pay the bills. If it don't work out, I'll get a regular job like everybody else. This is the final look. Not sure how I feel about it. You ready to go to bed? Yeah. Okay, bye.